Tess. I'm the prenatal yoga teacher here at Practice ND. So my goal today is to help lead you through a really accessible practice you can take home with you that will help alleviate some common discomforts that you may have in your pregnancy. Oftentimes those tensions and those discomforts when we're pregnant live in our neck and shoulders and our hips and our back. So that's what we'll be working out today, something you can easily do before bedtime so that you can get into a nice comfortable space before you sleep. So we'll start seated, and I always prop mamas up on a block or something so that you can lengthen your spine. And the idea behind that is so that you can roll your hip points forward just slightly. And what that does is open up the pelvic bowl and create optimal space for baby. But not only that, the way we hold our body, the way we sit when we're pregnant has a direct relation on how baby is held in our body. So we want to remain open with a nice long spine as much as we can so that baby can snug down in that pelvic bowl and get ready to exit. So start as you are in whatever you're in, on a block, or if you have naturally good posture, not on a block. Hands can come to your legs. Hands can come to your heart. If you so choose, hands can come to baby if that resonates with you. You choose what you would like. And then I invite you to close your eyes and start to turn inward. And just notice how closing your eyes can start to attune you to your breath, and how when you focus on your breath, it naturally lengthens in depth. So in my prenatal classes, I like to work with a rose petal breath. Your lips are parted ever so slightly, like you can hold a rose petal between your lips. And then you simply breathe in through your nose, and then you let the air go through that slight part in your lips. And it's a really nice cyclical breath that you can come to, not only during your yoga practice, but during work, to get to sleep, and especially during labor and delivery. So start to hone into that breath, that rose petal breath. Sip the air in through your nose, and then release the air through the part in your lips. And as your breath grows, maybe you choose to set an intention for this short little practice, or maybe you're just counting the breath, or doing whatever you need to do to start to turn inward so that you can notice where you need to focus your practice today. And then as you build on the breath, slowly begin to lengthen it and deepen it until you're using the full capacity of your lungs. And mamas with older babies who are closer to term, start to breathe into the side ribs. So as baby grows and your diaphragm can't descend down because baby is taking all of that space in you, really use the side ribs to expand out with the breath so you can get that full breath in. And then when you're ready, drop your chin towards your chest to lengthen the back of your neck. And start with a few half circles, one ear to one shoulder. Pass through center, other ear to other shoulder. And just do this a few times. Move as slow as you'd like. Try not to make yourself dizzy. The goal here is to release tension in the neck, in the head. And then next time your chin is at your chest, pause for a moment. Interlace your hands and place them at the base of your skull. Allow your elbows to drop down. As you inhale, lift your heart, let your elbows expand. Find a little bit of a cow spine. And as you exhale, let the elbows drop round the upper back. Find a bit of a cat spine. Inhale, open through your front body. Exhale, round through your upper back body. One more, inhale, open, expand. Exhale, round and close off. With your next inhale, come to a neutral spine. Keep your fingers interlaced and flip your palms up towards the sky. Soften your shoulders down the back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. And as you exhale, take your hands in front of your heart, forearms parallel to the floor. Flip your palms away from one another. We'll stretch out the wrists to prepare to get into all fours. And then flip your palms the other way. And then bring out the wrists, release any tension. Take that block or anything out from underneath you and shift onto all fours. This is a good time to grab a blanket if you need some extra cushion underneath your knees. Knees will go a bit wider than the hips. Hands are beneath the shoulders. In pregnancy, we already start to build a little bit of that sway back as our belly grows. So cat-cow looks a little bit different in pregnancy. With your inhales, think more about drawing the shoulders back and the heart forward and less about dropping baby. And with your exhales, press into the earth, round the upper back. Let your head hang in this first cat pose, shake it yes and no. Inhale into a modified cow, shoulders back, heart forward. Exhale, press and round. One more, inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale to a neutral spine, and with your exhale, step your left foot back, curl the toes under and press through the heel. Find a nice calf stretch here. And then roll to the inner edge of your left foot. Wave your left arm up to the sky. You'll be in a modified side plank. And this may be enough for you, and that's perfectly okay. If you'd like to intensify this, maybe lift your left leg, find a bit of a balance. And even more, if you're up for it, you can bend your leg and reach for the foot. These are all options. Nothing is ever mandatory. If you have your foot, release it. Drop your foot down to the floor, breathe in. Exhale, side bend with your breath out. Move ribs away from baby. And then turn to face the mat. Lift your left foot up, breathe in. With your breath out, step or help your foot outside of your front hand. Shift the hips forward in lizard pose. Roll the shoulders back. Open up through your right quad, your right hip flexor, and if it feels good, maybe you shift the body a bit from side to side. Release tension in the hips and the low back. And then toe heel your left foot to the center of the mat. Climb onto your left thigh and pause in this low lunge variation. So hands can stay on your legs, hands can come at heart, or arms can reach overhead. This is where you choose what's best for you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, half splits, release your hands down to the mat. Maybe you grab your blocks. If you don't have them, no worries, come onto your fingertips. Walk your blocks back so that your arms are extended. Press through the big toe ball mound of your left foot and draw the shoulder heads back. Reach your heart center forward. Press into the heel. Keep breathing. With your exhale, walk it forward. And you'll do the same thing on the other side. Plant your palms. Step your left foot back. Right foot extends behind you. Press to the heel for a calf stretch. Roll to the inner edge of your right foot. Wave your right arm up to the sky. Take any variation that you did on the other side. Maintain your breath. And then release. Drop your foot down. Breathe in. Side bend. Breathe out. Turn to face the top of the mat. Inhale. Step or help your right foot outside of your right hand. Exhale. Shift your hips forward. Roll the shoulders back. And again, maybe you find stillness or maybe you move around a little bit. Do whatever serves you best. Toe heel your right foot to the center of the mat. Climb onto your thigh and pause. Take any variation of this pose you did on the other side. Hug your inner thighs together. Breathe in. With your breath out, release your hands down to your mat or props. Walk it back for half splits. Hug your right hip crease back. Make a space for baby as much as you need to. So climb on as high as you need to. Inhale. Walk it forward with your exhale. Shift props out of your way. Plant your palms, tabletop pose. And then from here we move into one of my favorite poses, puppy pose. So you can walk your hands forward and then press your chest back towards your thighs. So you're thinking a down dog spine. And maybe you rock the hips from side to side. Maybe you do a few hip circles in both directions. And then from here, lower to your forearms, interlace your fingers for polar bear pose. Press your chest back towards the thighs. Open up through the hips, through the low back. Any movement you'd like to take here is good. Maybe a shift, maybe a few hip circles. And then pause here with your breath for as long as you need. When you're ready, with the exhale, climb back onto hands and knees. Bring a block or something that gives you some height at the top of your mat. Step one foot outside of your block with the exhale followed by the other. Your feet are wide, heels are in, toes are out. Your block is underneath your chest and your legs are long to begin. And we'll start some drop squats. So as you inhale, bend your knees, draw your hips way back. And as you exhale, legs straighten. Inhale, drops you down. Exhale, presses you up. One more inhale down. Exhale up. And then you can come into a full squat. Use all the props that you need here. The idea is to rest in this pose and relax through the pelvic floor, relax through the hips and the glutes as much as possible. And this can be where you end your practice tonight, today, whenever. You can start to reconnect to your rose petal breath here. Or you can start a flow that you already know on your own. Maybe we'll do that in another series here. Important to make those big movements on the exhale, so when you are ready to come out, breathe in. With your exhale, come off of your blocks. Maybe you toe heel the feet in a little bit more. Bend your knees, a little bit of a modification on your forward fold. Hips can shift. Hands to thighs, roll it up one vertebra at a time. And that should end our easy, accessible practice that you can take with you at any time of the day. I highly recommend that one for the end of the day before you're about to sleep, just to release those discomforts in the back, in the shoulders, and something that you can just pull from whenever you need. So, thank you.